you, Ken Corla. We all want to see society, and as part of that, indoor hospitality open up safely and sustainably. So we as legislators face extremely difficult choices. Pandemics put manners on the best of us. As humans, we want to exert control, we want answers, and we want solutions. Yet a very, very, very tiny virus has stopped us in our tracks. But still, we are trying to exert control over our lives. So I understand government trying to take one step at a time, and in principle, I support that approach. We have to learn to live with COVID. However, we cannot, as responsible human beings, ignore the red flashing warning signs from other countries who have moved faster than we have, but now have surging numbers in hospitals and deaths, as well as the threat of long COVID. But equally, we have to ask the question, how much longer can we remain in the twilight zone of constant uncertainty and apprehension? So in that context, Minister, I understand we're trying to find a pathway that balances risk and public health. But the legislative choices that we are faced with today do not adequately strike that balance. So much of what we are being asked to vote on is not based on public health advice, and there are significant issues with this legislation. I'm no expert, but when I'm faced with really difficult legislative choices, not recommendations, not guidelines, but legislative choices, then there are red lines that I cannot cross. And some of those red lines include discrimination based on vaccine status, and not just status, but location. A 19-year-old who checks into a hotel can eat and drink indoors, but if they're in the restaurant next door, they cannot. I have serious issues and questions around data protection regarding the vaccination status of individuals and families. My time is limited, Minister, and while I expect your bona fides in trying to move forward, nonetheless, I have to say, this legislation is possibly unconstitutional, very likely and probably unenforceable, and definitely discriminatory, and I just can't support it.
Thank you, Deputy.